This question, we have a system of equations, and we can solve it using substitution or elimination. Just use the method that you feel more confident with. So I'm going to first do it with substitution. And the first step is to take a look at the equations and see where to start. I prefer to start with the second one because it looks simpler, no? I don't have a number here, or I have a 1, so that makes everything easier. So I'm going to solve the second equation first. So 2y minus x equal -19. To solve the equation, always look what you have on the left side, on the right side, and I want to have, in this case, the x by itself in the left side. That means that I have to take away the 2y from here. So I have to subtract 2y to cancel it, cancel immediately. But here, I'm not going to write it below the 19 because they are not like terms and they cannot be combined. So I can write it at one side here, or you can write it here. The important thing is that you don't combine the 19 with the 2y. So you have -19 minus 2y. Now, I need to have the x by itself. I have to eliminate that negative that is like a -1. So I'm going to divide -1. That is basically just changing the sign. So because this negative is going to cancel with this, and negative over negative is positive, and negative over negative is positive. So x is equal to 19 plus 2y. Now that I know x, I can substitute it here in the other equation. So I copy the other equation. First, I copy the equation, and then in the place of the x, instead of x, I'm going to write 19 plus 2y. Then I have the 4y and the -23. Here we have parentheses, so we do distributive property. 3 times 19, 19 times 3. This part is supposed to be done without calculator. So this is 9 times 3, 27. And 3 times 1, 3 plus 2, 5. So this is 57. And 3 times 2, 6y plus 4y equal to -23. Now, you see we have two like terms that we can combine. 6y plus 4y, same sign, add and keep. So it's 10y. Now, we are looking to solve the equation. So we have on the left side, we have all this. That means that we have to leave the y by itself by eliminating the 57 and the 10 from the left side. So we start with the 57. We subtract 57. So immediately, then I just have the 10y, and this is 7 times 7 plus 3 is 10, carry 1, 5 to 8, and same sign, add and keep the sign. Don't mix the rules. We have the rule for multiplication that we use here and here, but here we use the rule of addition. Same sign, add and keep the sign, different sign, subtract, and you use the sign of the greatest. So now I just need to eliminate the 10. That 10 is multiplying the y, so I do the opposite. I divide to cancel it. And 80 divided by 10 is 8, negative 8. So that means that y is negative 8, and we have the pairs of number here, x and y. So I don't even have to solve for the x. I can do, remember in these questions, it's very important the time. So if you are sure about your work, you are done here. But I'm going to solve it completely. We already know the answer. And now that we know that y is negative 8, I can substitute it here again. I have already this solved. So 19 plus 2 times negative 8. So x is 19 minus 16. So x is equal to 3. Well, you can do it to be very sure about the answer. Remember, always the x is first and the y is last.